My name is David Banfield, and I'm the Executive Director of the Learning Disability Association of Newfoundland and Labrador. Well, the association started with a group of concerned parents in the early 90s, just informally meeting, and then that slowly grew into a more organized group that officially incorporated as the Learning Disability Association of Newfoundland and Labrador in 2001. Well, I mean, our kind of broad mission statement is to act as the voice for persons with learning disabilities in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. That's a kind of our general focus, and within that we help individual learning disabilities, we help families with learning disabilities, and we also provide support for people who work with individuals with learning disabilities. Well, unfortunately there's a lot of disappointing statistics on individual learning disabilities. They tend to drop out of school at about twice the rate of their non-disabled peers. The persons with learning disabilities are underrepresented in the workforce. Unfortunately, they're overrepresented in substance abuse programs. Incarceration rates are much higher. So obviously there's a big need for the focus on individual learning disabilities in the province. The other reason I think there's a focus for this group is that we do have solutions. When we use appropriate programming, we have early identification and then targeted interventions. Individual learning disabilities have quite successful lives. So I think the focus really needs to be there because of the very dramatic difference between their lives if they don't get the early intervention and the appropriate interventions. So that's why we think there needs to be a very strong focus on individual learning disabilities in the province. And added to that, it is the largest group. So persons who identify as having a disability, the largest group by far are those with learning disabilities. I think it's very obvious. As we mentioned before, we have a tutoring program in both math and reading, which has got tremendous demand, largely because it's proven to be successful. Our concern over the years is that it's not reaching some of the children, some of the youth who desperately need it. And those are youth who you might classify them as at risk or low-income families. So we've really noticed that while we're very happy that it's been very effective with a lot of families in our organization, we've also noticed that a lot of the kids who really desperately need this programming can't access it, whether it's due to lack of funds, lack of availability within their communities. So we've started a project where we've met and spoken with some community groups as well, and we're looking to expand our program out into the community to make it much more accessible to those students who really, really need it. So a lot of the funding we're looking for now is to kind of facilitate that process of getting our programming, which we do in our own office, out to where it's really needed. Unfortunately, more and more in today's society, we've created a two-tier educational system. Every child with a learning disability needs to be taught differently, but what we found is that families who can afford it are getting the services they need. However, families that can't afford it or live in communities that are underserved are not. So that was something that our board of directors and our staff really thought was not a great situation to have. So we're looking to expand our program and bring it to the places where it's needed most. I think like everybody now, we have a website, we have social media presence that's growing. We found that to be very important, especially in Newfoundland and Labrador. Not everyone lives in Northeast Avalon, so we're really trying to promote our website, social media, and getting some of our services and training when we can in that format so it can reach the entire province. And certainly the old-fashioned way, you can give the office a call or drop in, and we're happy to talk to people and try to spread the word of what we do and how people can help.